What's up, guys? Aaron Azai here, back at it with another video. So it is Saturday. We just got back from locals. Not just got back, but I went earlier. And yeah, so really crazy turnout for a mat tournament. We had I think 20 guys. We had a 20-man mat tournament. We usually get about 12 on Saturdays, or less than 12. We have like 10 to 12 on average. So and if we get 12, we get it's a box tournament. So yeah, 20 man for the mat tournament, and yours truly went undefeated and got a mat, boys. I'm gonna show you the deck. It's the same deck I was playing before, the Sunavalon Therion Adventure, but changed some of the main deck ratios. The extra deck and the side deck. Side deck I think is identical and everything, but I'll go through it again for you guys and just kind of talk about how the day went and everything. So first and foremost, I just run the Ash. I don't know, I might cut her. I feel like it just doesn't do enough. I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating. She just really never came up in any of the games today. So she's very good. I probably will never cut Ash, but it's the one man trap that we're playing, and we are playing in two infinite impermanence. So but we got the Water Enchantress and the Griffin Rider, and today we are actually playing the second Griffin Rider. And it did come up in one game where I hard drew the Wandering Griffin Rider. Once I activated Rite of Aramesir, I was able to special summon the Griffin Rider. I actually used it to negate an imperm at one point, so I can go with full combo or whatever. And then I was able to use Fateful Adventure to add it back. Now you'd say, well, you could do that with one. Yes, for sure. But there are people at my locals that do run Nibiru and Ghost Ogre. So in preparation for that matchup, I thought that I would try this out, and my God, it really does help. It really is just insane how many times having that second Griffin Rider, and I am playing a second Fateful Adventure, having those is just, oh, I loved it. I loved it. I just thought about it for a while, and I'm like, it does come up. And having that second Fateful, having that second Griffin Rider for the crackback, just drawing one Rite of Aramesir in a grind game is so powerful. So we got the Therion package now. I'm not playing the second Regulus. It never came up. There was never an instance where I'm like, oh my God, I really wish I had that second Regulus. And I had some really tough matchups today. So this ratio is perfect. I really do think so. And you've got the two Disc Coliseums, so you can recur your Regulus if you really are like, oh my God, I need to recur them. So there's that. Let me go into the main core of the Sunavalon stuff, right? The two twin. Now, here's a really interesting one. I actually played two Sunvine Maiden today. Sunvine Maiden, let me read this to you guys. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a plant monster or monsters you control that was special summoned from the extra deck, quick effect. You can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do negate that effect, you can only use this effect of Sunvine Maiden once per turn. Your opponent cannot target Sunavalon or Sunvine spells or traps you control with card effects. So this actually came up in the final match of the final game, game 3 of the final match. He attempted to Veiler my Dryas. I activated the Sunvine Maiden and was able to negate the Veiler and win in time. So that was absolutely insane. Shout out to Gabe, man. That guy's an absolute legend in our area, and you know, he kills it at all these different regionals and everything. The dude is literally Yu-Gi-Moto. I, for whatever reason, have really, really good luck going against him because the guy's just an animal. I learned so much when I duel him. So for our one-ofs, we have these were the staples one-of plants that I had before, and today we threw in Spore, and Spore came up so much. I cannot tell you guys how good. This card is so good. I loved it. I really, really loved it. There was one match where in the combo, I hard drew Laurel, but I had a way to special summon the Lokai. So I was able to normal summon the Laurel and link him off later on. And then the card I was special summoned off the tribute of Jasmine was the Spore to extend further. So that was just freaking crazy. All right, on to the spells. we have our extenders into the Vanilla Seed, right? Unexpected Die and Painful Decision. Die, oh my god, Die is so good. If I cut anything here, I usually cut the Painful Decision. I almost never cut the Die. The Die is incredible. It's really, really good. It depends on the matchup, obviously, but man, it's so, so good. So there's those guys. Love the artwork for Painful Decision. We got our stuff here for Adventure Token, and there is the second Fateful Adventure, and it came up in at least one duel, if not two. And I remember seeing my buddy AJ over in Twin Dragons. His eyes kind of popped out of his head. He was like, "You play the second one?" And I was like, "Yeah." So pretty cracked, pretty crazy. I loved it. It's absolutely mandatory in this deck, in my opinion. Okay, we got two Therion Disc Coliseum, pretty self-explanatory, and to extend out and get our Regulus for the Therions. Two Triple Tactics Talents. This was crazy. So there was one board I was going against ABC Therion, and he had Appaloosa with 3, Griffin Rider token, and ABC Dragon. I think that was his board. I forget if he had anything else. And I impermed the Griffin Rider, and then I Triple Tactics Talent his Appaloosa. He tagged out his ABC for 3 monsters, and then so as I set up my board, I didn't have full combo or much, but I had something. I had my own Wandering Griffin Rider, all that kind of stuff. And as I was swinging over his ABC pieces, he couldn't activate any of them. I kept using Appaloosa to negate their effects when they were sent from the field to the graveyard. So when I gave the Appaloosa back, it had 0 attack. Absolutely insane. Just, oh, God, I love you. So good. I usually use it for the draw too, but today I used it for that change of heart-like effect. It was crazy. And we got 2 Sunavalon Sowing, 1 Shrine. Someone's hitting me up on League. And then we've got 1 for 1, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Call by the Grave. So this is for our one-off spells. Obviously, Call by the Grave got me a victory against a Punk Therion Adventure Token pile deck that was crazy. He in the grind, I didn't have much on board. He had 1 card in hand, drew a Foxy Tune, activated Foxy Tune, I called by the grave the Foxy Tune, and that was game. He scooped after that, so that was crazy. Foolish Burial is obviously great for a lot of things. And then 1 for 1 is another extension on top of your Unexpected Die, on top of your Painful Decision, all that. It's phenomenal. So, but yeah, there's those guys. And then for the traps, obviously 2 Imperm, 1 Bloom. So, pretty self-explanatory. And then, so for the extra deck, we have pretty standard stuff here. This is something that I want to play around with a lot more, there's a lot of room, I feel, in the deck for some stuff. Like the second Sunvine Healer rarely ever comes up. Now, would I get rid of her? I don't know. I really don't know if I'd ever get rid of her. The second Thrasher almost never comes up. I just have it there because you're locked into plants, and there are theoretical moments where a second one would come up, but my god, it just never really happens. 2 Jasmine, I feel like I need to play another one, because this card can search out the Lily Berea in the grind game, and that is paired with the Sunvine Healer. That I feel is a stronger combo in a grind game. So I think I'm playing a 3rd Jasmine is going to be what I'm going to go into next. We're playing the triple Malias. Again, in theory, having a 3rd one is also really, really good. So I might just swap a Thrasher for another Jasmine. Is what I might do. That might be the only changes I would make. 2 Bang Lancer. Again, in theory, having a 2nd one is kind of neat. But you could try to cut all this out and, you know, play a Hulk Celine access code combo, maybe? But I don't know. It's really iffy stuff because you're so locked into plants more often than not. We got the big tree, and we got Teardrop, the Rika Queen. So, again, nothing really crazy, just kind of messing with the ratios of things that are already fairly standard. I got most of this list off of a deck list that won or got like top 4 at a YCS, I think. So I I haven't really looked to see if there's other really neat plant link monsters, or synchro monsters, or anything that you could easily splash into here and do some shenanigans. So to be fair, I should look into more of that and see if there's some really fancy shenanigans you can kind of pull off. And then side deck, same as before, triple nib, triple draw and luck, triple dark ruler no more. We really love to hit that mirror match. This is what I sided in the mirror matches, and man, they really did put in a lot of work. It was awesome. And nib is just good against Rogue and combo. Droll is good against Flunder and Despia. Dark Ruler No More is good against a lot of decks as well. Sword Soul is just good against Sword Soul. We played some board breaking cards, Regeki, Double Twin Twister, Heather Farpas Feather Duster, and I got the one a Trio Rose Whip again for the lulls. I might just main this at this point. I don't really know. Again, looking at like plant extra deck monsters, I have a lot of like plant synchro monsters. I might as well figure out something I can do to use them. So we'll see. I'm gonna play around with some more stuff. I really want to get more experimental with the deck, and because I've just been having a lot of fun with this really highly competitive version. I guess highly competitive. I guess maybe it's not that competitive because I'm playing 48 and I'm not playing less. So, but had a lot of fun with my matchups. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody at Twin Dragon. Thanks everybody who showed up. Love playing with you guys. I won this really cool mat. I also won the 10 packs of the OTS 19. So here are some of my pulls. Very cool stuff. And I did pull, I put it in the binder already, but I did pull an Ulti Water Enchantress. So big prizes today were this awesome mat, the Ulti Water Enchantress, and all the serotonin from sending my opponents to the Shadow Realm. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and tell your friends and family, share this video with your grandma. I don't know, whatever you gotta do. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.